Great to have you with us. Please like, subscribe, and share. Now, so we got one more story I want to talk about, and that is the bombshell elections in the UK. This is more great news. And on the eve of this, we've got also bombshell election results in Romania, which we'll just talk about at the end. But check this out from the UK. This is absolutely amazing. Nigel's Reform Party wins the day. Here we go.
A night of triumph for the UK's right-wing Reform Party.
Every one of you who voted for change.
Winning the parliamentary seat of Runcorn and Helsby from the ruling Labour Party in a by-election triggered after the sitting MP punched a constituent. It was the thinnest of margins, just 6 votes, but one obliterating a majority of 15,000 that Labour got in the general election just last year. The result reflecting a surge of votes for reform in England's local elections.
This is just phenomenal. Amazing. That represents like a 40-point swing, percentage points, like a 40-point swing. They were 15,000 down in the last election to 6 up. They erased a 15,000. That's like a Republican winning in a Dem plus 25 district. It's absolutely amazing.
We've got swings going on towards reform, massive swings from Conservatives, Staffordshire, massive swings Labour in Doncaster, right here in one of their safest seats in the country.
Wins on a local level come with real power. Councils are in charge of multi-million-pound budgets and services like managing schools, maintaining roads and collecting waste.
All elections are local, and this is what we see from the UK. This is absolutely massive. This is a referendum. Much of it is a referendum on Keir Starmer and the whole Labour government. So this is what Reform gained: 659 council seats, 2 mayors, the member of parliament that we just saw, 9 councils fully under Reform control, 228,000 members. This is massive. This is the largest swing in UK politics in history that I know of. This is absolutely huge. Now, while there's, at the end of this, Keir Starmer actually gets up and says this nonsense. It's just going to make you laugh. This is absolutely crazy. Wowza, the UK is waking up. Yes, it is, Lynn. So is Romania. The entire European Union is being affected now by Trump. Here we go.
Stand here and say Runcorn was close. We successfully defended 3 mayoralties, and the opposition parties tend to do well in these sorts of elections. I'm not going to do that. What I am going to do is respond and say, that's it. We were elected in to deliver change. We started that change. Waiting lists are down, wages are up, interest rates are down, huge, massive difference for people who are mortgage holders. But the message I take out of these elections is that we need to go further and we need to go faster on the change that people want to see, and that's what I'm determined to do.
Just very briefly, Barbara, do you accept reform
the change that people want to see? I thought this was the meme that won the day. After hearing Keir Starmer talk about, we just got our butts handed to us, but we did hold on to some stuff. And what this means is we need to go further and faster with the change that we were elected to do. Sorry, the biggest change that you were elected to do, you are on the opposite side of, and that is immigration, legal and illegal, and what it's doing to the UK. As Bill roughly said, let me check. You got to check this out, because I think this meme here was the meme of the day following the election. Well, that was an interesting series of elections in the United Kingdom. Having told white English girls to stop moaning about being SA'd by hordes of particular immigrants, the UK Labour Party has suffered over 50 defeats at the ballot box. This came as a great surprise to legacy British press, whose collective IQ is rumored to be imaginary number. Imaginary number being the square root of -1. Meanwhile, the Conservative Party's sordid fumble under the billowing skirts of Britain's progressive left continues to leave the party's parliamentary wing unloved by anyone at all. It turns out that insulting your voters for 14 straight years in a row and then completely failing to heed the 2-fingered salute they gave you last year wasn't a very good idea. He's absolutely right. Well, I shall congratulate Nigel Farage, the Reform Party. They have clearly decided to put their trust in you. We shall see whether or not you're all flash and no trousers. Well, let's hope that it turns out that Nigel Farage and the Reform Party are all trousers. So with that, I will talk about this one last one, and that is if you'll all remember, the Romanian elections, which happened last year, resulted in the quote unquote far right party, Grescu, winning the first half of the elections. Well, immediately the globalists, the EU, and the Romanian courts stepped in to try to end that. So they basically shelved the election, said it was fraudulent, said they're going to redo it, and then they proceeded to using lawfare, the same that they tried against Trump. They got the Conservative Party leader, they basically banned him from the election. Well, that has backfired. Check this out. Because at the same time the UK elections were going on, the Romanian elections were going on, this has completely backfired. Simeon, who's the new head of the Conservative Party, has secured 40% of the vote in Romanian elections. 17% more than Georgescu's canceled win in November. So they canceled Georgescu's win, kicked him out of the election, said he couldn't run again, and the Conservatives appointed a new anti-immigration, anti-alien, illegal alien candidate who won by 17 points more than Georgescu did. The Trump effect is completely spinning Europe on its head. You've got the AfD making the largest gains in history in German parliament and in German elections. You've got the massive win by Reform. You've got the massive win by the Conservatives in Romania. Trump is reformatting global politics. It's absolutely amazing. Keep winning, more winning. Thanks everybody for rolling up. Please, if you could, smash that like button, like, comment, and subscribe. And most importantly, please share Chris Highland Show with everybody that you know. Remember that God is good and he is sovereign. It'll all be good in the end. Till I catch you next time.